is the story of a boy who was so bored that he started talking to himself. Long ago, in a quiet mountain village, there lived a young shepherd boy. Every morning he was given the duty of guarding the sheep. So he'd take the flock to the green hills and watch them graze peacefully. But as the hours passed, the boy grew bored. He had no one to play with, no friends to talk to. All he could hear was the sound of the wind and the bleating of sheep. One day, as the boy sat on a nearby stone, he began to talk to himself. At first, it was just small talk, but soon he was having full-on conversations. He talked about his day, his dreams, his fears. And as the sun began to set, he realized that he wasn't alone. Someone had been listening to him all day, watching him from the shadows. And as the boy turned to face the sound, his heart skipped a beat. A boy who lived with a bunch of villagers was tired of being lonely. So one day he had a mischievous thought. He decided to play a trick on the villagers. He pretended that a wolf was attacking his sheep. So he stood up on a rock and screamed, "Wolf, wolf, a wolf is attacking the sheep." The villagers heard him and thought, "Oh my God, we have to save the sheep." So they all ran up the hill with sticks and stones to protect the flock. But when they got there, they saw that there was no wolf. The boy was just laughing at them. He thought it was so funny that he could trick them like that. The villagers were, of course, very angry, but they forgave him. They told him, "You can't play with us like that. You almost made us hit you." And the boy learned his lesson. He never messed with the villagers again. A boy who cried wolf was at it again, but the boy did not listen. The very next day, when he was bored again, he shouted once more, "Wolf, wolf, help me!" And again, the villagers rushed to save the sheep. And once again, there was no wolf. The boy laughed even harder than before. This time, the villagers shook their heads in disappointment. "If you keep lying, no one will believe you when the real danger comes," they said. The boy stopped laughing and thought for a moment. He realized that his fun was over. If he lied about a wolf attack one more time, no one would come to help him. And this time, he really needed help because there was a wolf, a big, bad wolf who was hungry and angry and ready to pounce. The boy started to scream, "Wolf, wolf, help me," as loud as he could. But this time, no one came to help. The villagers were too busy shaking their heads and muttering, "Don't cry, wolf." And that is why, my friends, we should always tell the truth. The boy who cried wolf. Days passed. One evening as the sun began to set, the bushes near the flock suddenly rustled. Out of the shadows appeared a real wolf. Its eyes glowed, its teeth were sharp, and it slowly crept toward the sheep. Terrified, the boy screamed louder than ever, "Wolf, wolf, please, someone help me." But this time the villagers ignored his cries. They thought it was just another trick. The boy cried and begged, but no one came. The wolf attacked and the boy could do nothing to stop it. And that's the story of the boy who cried wolf. When you lie, no one will believe you, not even when you're telling the truth. That's why it's important to be honest. If you want to learn more about honesty, stay tuned for more videos.